Jason Hearn looking to keep that streak alive. Can anyone get to turn 1 first? Gary is very far forward on his grid spot, but that will be why, because he wants to get to turn 1 first. Jason Hearn though on his pull and pulls across. Looks like Jason Hearn will lead us into turn 1. Rick Ford unfortunately not able to start with the rest of us. Going to try and get the bike started now and start off the back. Can he get it going? The answer is... doesn't look like it. Oh, he's got it going. Oh, Rick Ford starts up a lap behind. We will track his progress through the field if it happens. But Jason Hearn, normal service resumed at the front of this field. Nathaniel Dibrose up the inside into the last corner on the first lap to take the spot away to turn 2. Jason Hearn leads across the line. Nathaniel Dibrose, Gary Cunningham and Paul Ellis are your top 4 that have been this entire championship. In the race we're all watching, Cadel Friday looks to the inside of Nathan Finlay and late on the brakes. Can he do it? Up the inside of 2 riders. What a move by Cadel Friday. Nathan Finlay needs to sit in behind, or can he make the move straight back? Doesn't look like it. Cadel Friday holds onto the spot there for the lead of the 150 class. Nathan Finlay said as soon as he loses the slipstream there, that is very hard to keep up with the little pocket rocket that is Cadel Friday. Jason Hearn trying to get off with this race and doing a very good job of it so far. 40.9, half second off what he did in the previous race, I'm pretty sure. But Nathaniel Dibrose into the 41s, only one out of those next 3 in the 41s, with Gary and Paul into the 42s. We saw Paul Ellis pull away from that battle for second in the last race, with Jason Hearn obviously off in his own little world. He's doing little things, probably singing in his helmet, talking to himself. Nathan Finlay up the inside, out of the corner of my eye. Nathan Finlay dive bombs in the front of the Super Sport 150 race. That actually might be Deegan who's leading the 150 race. Oh, there's a moment there between 2 buckets and turn 4. But yeah, it looks like it might be Deegan leading this class on the R15, a little bit more power than the 2 Jixes behind him. Cadel Friday looks like he's holding off a bucket into the last corner. It sure is. Deegan Goretz as he leads the 150 class ahead of Nathan Finlay and Cadel Friday. As they battle into turn 1, and Finlay holds in second. Jason Hearn starting to get into the lappers into the last corner. Got quite a big lead as he comes out of the last corner. Nathaniel Dibrose being hounded. Oh, that's more like Jason Hearn into the 40.1s. Very good lap time there. Good enough to put a 5-second lead between him and his competition, only on lap 4. So very well ridden so far from Jason Hearn. Paul Ellis up into second place, already finished in the last race. Just been passed actually by Nathaniel Dibrose into turn 1, so great job by Nathaniel. Losing a little bit down the straights to the power of those GPR bikes, like Paul Ellis. And a quick bite there from Gary as well, who's just dropping off the pace a little bit in 4th. Paul Ellis finds himself on the wrong side of the back marker. Gives Nathaniel Dibrose a little bit of breathing room as they round the lappers. With 5 laps to go, we're halfway through this race, and there is nothing to separate Nathaniel Dibrose and Paul Ellis. They into turn 1 round the outside. Nathaniel Dibrose holds his own. Paul Ellis looking for a way through anywhere he can, but not been able to do it yet. This battle for the front of the 150 class is heating up real hot. Nathan Finlay carrying a little bit of extra weight from the other 2 around him, losing a little bit down the straight. Cadel Friday pulls up alongside on the outside. Both about to get passed by the flying Jason Hearn, who up the inside of both of them and around the outside of Deegan on the exit. Very exciting battle this one for the front of the 150 class. Jason Hearn with a massive 7.8 second lead against his competition. Paul Ellis now taking over second from Nathaniel Dibrose, and saying that Nathaniel Dibrose around the outside again into turn 1, not wanting to relinquish that. I think Paul Ellis leads across the line, and Nathaniel Dibrose kicks it back by turn 1. Most laps that we see. Gary Cunningham looks like he's just dropped off the back of that podium battle at this stage, and unless anything happens, it looks like his podium race is run. Jason Hearn clicks up another lap, still circulating in the low 140s. Very good effort there. Nathan Finlay and Cadel Friday side by side across the line as they go about their own little race. Paul Ellis looks to the inside and takes second place away from Nathaniel Diprose, who's looking for another run there. Nathan Finlay and Cadel Friday are split by, looks like, Paul Ellis and Lappers. Oh, there are riders going left, right and centre. There's fast riders coming through a lap up on these smaller capacity machines. There's absolute carnage. Trying to pick it out as a commentator, but I cannot imagine what it's like out there on the bikes. Jason Hearn, 2 laps to go, crosses the line again. Very, very consistently in those low 140s. Paul Ellis at this stage has got the drop on Nathaniel Diprose. Coming through those lappers has really favoured the GBR machine, that's for sure. Nathaniel Diprose now has a 1 second gap to make up. He wants to have any say in the second place on the podium here. Looks like it's going to be pretty tough in the battle of the 150s through all the melee of the faster buckets coming through, the 4 buckets coming through. Deacon Krentz has got a pretty sizable lead now in that 150 class against Cadel and Nathan. All right, as across the line goes Jason Hearn to start his final lap. He's actually halfway around it. Paul Ellis holding off Nathaniel Diprose at the moment. Looks like that's pretty safe, and our podium positions won't probably change. But what might change is our podium for the 150 class as Nathan Finlay dives to the inside of turn 1 on the last lap, takes the position away, P2 for the 150s, ahead of Cadel Friday, who's looking for the inside but can't make it happen. They've both got a lap in front of them. Jason Hearn takes the one in the F4 class. Looks like nothing's happening between. Oh, there's a lap marker just heading off into the sunset, never to be seen again. He has just been swallowed up by the earth. Here comes Nathan Finlay being passed around the outside by Cadel Friday. Cadel Friday takes second place on the last lap. Can Nathan do it on the brakes? No, it looks like, oh, he's a little bit wide as Cadel. They're going to be side by side across the line. Nathan tries to pull him back. It doesn't work. Wow, what a race for the 150s.